please support the Friends of Frencheria's application to be going at the end of October, and what is needed. We need that in to put an application. You need the support of the landowner. Somerset Council has said they would support it, they are your one, and so we need to Water Town Council support. So that it should be hopefully a no-brainer. I'm not saying it'll be successful, but without Water Town Council support, we can't find the fight.
Thank you very much. Starting out the aspects, the reason talks here. And any other comments on the council package?
I just want to give my full support to this. I was previously chair of Friends of Patrick Park. It's been used, historically for me, but actually recently, every time there's a hot sunny day, you see families diving in both areas of the river. It's really popular with anglers, with some paddle boarders, with some people who are actually in the water. If we can do anything to make the water quality better, it'll be safeguarding the residents. But it's actually a really good health outlet. It's really good for mental health. It's fantastic, free resource to be able to provide our residents. So I'm totally providing some good bonus that we go in with this.
Councillor Evans and then Councillor Deegan.
I agree with this proposal, but I additionally off. So can you count my vote for this? That I agree, because I have to go.
You have to be here. There's enough of them to carry.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be much longer. We've had the proposal. So.
I've got my tax typically about 7:30. You've got another job to do straight after. So if I'm late, you're not going to be able to take me home. So I have to go.
Thank you. Yeah, just fully support this, and again, just as I said last, in admiration of the work the Friends of Metro have done in doing this. I think we've seen nationally that lots of press coverage about the lack of action from government over the sewage in our rivers and oceans, and I just think I hope we see more community groups like this taking back ownership of our rivers and our waterways, actually, and doing things like this to hold those to account who are polluting them. So fully support it, and I hope that we'll support this state.
Councillor Stapleton and then Councillor Jukes.
Yeah, I just like to see the same and fully support the initiative. But I'm still important to it, and the attendance on Saturday was absolutely safe. But it's a beautiful river, and I would like to ask a question on Councillor Ellis. Karen, do you know any reason that we might not get status if we manage to qualify for the numbers of swimmers, which I didn't have? Is there anything else we can do as a council to help support it going forward? Is there anything that they can refuse or status on?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of attempts where everyone to get applications accepted. Only 2 so far. There's lots of other people around and about, even in Somerset, they've been trying to get it. So the situation is not entirely satisfactory when they say the class. The process, so you have to tick certain boxes, so you have to be able to demonstrate, usage by a lot of people, which we've got because we were monitoring it throughout May and June. You've got also the organisations based at Coach who work at SAS and the Channel Adventure and the bathing station. They're amazing outdoor swimmers and they swim throughout the year. So we've got all of that. It's used, it's incredibly well used, the river there. And we've also, there's criteria around facilities that you've got nearby. So ideally you should have a toilet within 500 metres, tick that box, got 2 public toilets at Coach. There's criteria around parking, parking on various places really nearby. So in theory, we should tick all the boxes, especially because you have to demonstrate support. But I think it's up to DEFRA at the end of the day, it's up to ministers. So it depends on how they're going to grant it. So I don't know if we'll be. Friends of Frencheriat intend to carry on pushing for this, even if we don't get it. So I'm hoping that if we don't get it this time, at least the reason, if there are reasons why it hasn't achieved it, then we need to be given those reasons. They need to be made, given to us so that we can address that. But it is quite tricky because they changed the criteria as well after we started monitoring the bathing water season. So it was like, yeah.
Thank you. So somebody else. Councillor Toots.
Thanks, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to thank councillors for her work on this. I would also like to say, as a town council, I think we need to, this should be the first thing we look at as part of the river that goes through the town. We should look at opportunities and things we can do to improve the river in many aspects going forward as a council. I know we're new, and I think we should look at that. One quick question, if you don't mind. Is this an annual thing? So we get it this year and then we have to fulfill the criteria again next year for them to carry on testing, I mean.
I don't think so. We won't have quite, because Spencer Measure isn't going anywhere. If there's any requirement to provide additional information, that would be a barrier, but I think it's, forget how long it's in place for, but no, I think once we've got it, then the testing will take place. That isn't going anywhere. That would, ideally, what campaigners have said is that the system should be, and DEFRA could act on this if they wanted, which should be that the local authority should be consulted by DEFRA. So DEFRA could just talk to the local authorities and say, which waterways locally we have lots of swimmers in terms of the rivers, and then local authorities could simply say, right, well, we would need testing, well, this area designated, that area designated, and that will make more sense as a system, because it's the system currently isn't ideal. So we actually do need to change, I think, in the system.
Councillor Strauss.
Yes, I'd just like to make a point. One of the unfortunate things is the canal comes under the Canal and Rivers Trust, and they do lots of work cleaning it up. Unfortunately, the town doesn't. It's directly under the Environment Agency, and it's been rather neglected over the years. And the part that comes through our town, I think we do need as a town council to be very well aware of. And this is one wonderful initiative, and maybe there should be others related to cleaning up the town.
Right, well, at some point in the past, we had a proposer. Well, that's if I can tell you this. Yes, much water has flowed under the bridge since then. So, and do I have a second? Thank you, Councillor Stainfield. Right, all those in favour of the proposal, please raise your hands. Yes. Just in case anyone voting against this. Right, lovely. Okay, so item 40, adopting French Weir Park steps. So it turns out that it seems to be open at the steps. We didn't put them in there, but suddenly we own them. So we are to consider taking on responsibility of maintenance and the safety checks for the French Weir Park steps next to coach. So there was the agreement paper on this. It seems to me a reasonable sum, and as I say, it's covered by insurance. So it should be read straightforward. But do I have any comments from downstairs?
It's just around the corner and it's so wide, so that's the steps that, people use to get into the water from. So, and that is a public area, it's public space. Coach have got their lease of the land, it's their building, and it's the area between their building and the river. But where the steps are and access to the river, that is now owned by Taunton Town Council as public space, so it's vital that we take, we are clear that it's our responsibility to maintain that area because it is our asset. And although Coach put them in, and they're nice steps, one thing that the Friends of French Weir and the bathing station are really keen to do, they would do some work with us and do some fundraising and apply for us, is to maybe have, when we were doing the station of Saturday, have the brought our advert from home so that people could get in and out of it more easily. But ideally what we want is a little, proper little ladder in, and that would, because there were some people who wanted to come and swim and were worried how they would get out. When you've got lots of people there, you can kind of help each other. I do a great impression of a sort of way of myself out. So I think that once Taunton Town Council is very clear, yes, we will maintain them and the cost is minimal and the benefits are huge. I think then French and Railway Station can look just to be, really doing stuff to improve access there and working with us. So I think it'd be really, really positive thing.
Thank you. Do I have any other comments? Do I have a proposal for this? I think it's very topic forward. Councillor Stroud, do I have a seconder? Councillor Solid. Thank you. Right, so move to voting procedure. All those in favour of taking responsibility of the maintenance, safety checks of functional estates, please raise your hands. Yes, I'll include you. Yeah. Thank you very much. Just in case with anyone against this. Good. All right. So finally, last item, nomination of a councillor representative for the Boot House. They have asked for one of us to attend the meeting. They haven't said how often the meetings are. Does anyone know? They are non-voting. It's missed that bit. Yes. Councillor Dean.
I don't know how often I'm afraid, but I'd like to mention that Councillor Garson indicated she would be interested in this role, mentioning that in her absence.
Do I have, so we have Vanessa Garth, Councillor Garth, do I have any other people wishing to put themselves forward for this? Okay, so we have a proposal of Councillor Garth, and seconded, and who's the poster? Don. We have Councillor Ellis as the seconder. So voting procedure, all those voting in favour of nominating Councillor Garth, yes, good. I think that's unanimous. In that case, that now brings the Knights Board Council meeting to a close. Much more timely than last month. Well done, everyone. You kept your comments to the limit.